going on, guys? So today I've got a headlight swap that I'm going to do. I thought it was kind of odd that I have 3 different style headlights on my car, and I'm going to do a little comparison for you guys before I swap them out. So these ones here are an HID. They're 5000K, I believe is the color. These ones over here, those are an H4 bulb, standard H4, and it's in a projector housing. That's how it came. Those were like 20 bucks FLMR. Not a big fan of them. These were about 175 bucks, and they're super bright, but I'm looking for something kind of in between. These are so dim I can't hardly see at night, so I have to run with these on. So these LEDs are the option that I chose. They have a low beam and a high beam. So the low beam puts on the top row, and then I think the center one, and then high beam puts on all of them. And they're really sweet. I'll show you guys the comparison between all of them, high beams, low beams, and then I'm gonna do a video on swapping these out. Alright, so there's 4 screws that hold this ring in here, and then after that ring is off, then the whole headlight assembly comes out of there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll remove those 4, and then I will swap in the LED bulb in its place. There you have it. LEDs are installed in place of the H4s. Pretty good in my opinion. Now let's see how bright they are. The first light we're going to test here is the H4. Here is the H4. That is on low beam. And I'm probably 10 feet from the wall with my car. So that's the H4 on low beam. The H4 on high beam. Again, there's low beam. And there's high beam. Now I'll get the LEDs plugged in and give you guys an idea. So now it's going to be just the LED, and initially the low beam is going to be the top row plus 1 in the middle, and then the high beams will be all of them. That's low beam. I don't know if you can see that very well or not, but you can tell they're not all on. Alright, so that's low beam. Here's high beam. Noticeably brighter. There's low beam for the LED, high beam for the LED. So now I'm going to unplug the LEDs, and all I'm going to have on is the HID. That is the HID kit. You can see the light kind of starts off bluish, and then when they warm up, they get a little brighter. I've decided I'm going to run these is with the LEDs and the HIDs. So the HIDs will be there for the brights, and then the LEDs will be there for my driving lights. Let me give you an example of what it looks like with all of them on. So that's the LED and the HID together, so that'll be how my brights are. And then that's my normal driving lights. So that's the HIDs and the LEDs on bright. And that's just the LEDs on low. Alright, so all of these lights have their pluses and minuses. So the H4, right there, sorry. So the H4 is a good driving light. It's got a projector lens, it's DOT approved. These I'll have to look into. I'm not sure if that's DOT approved or not. I didn't really check. I know that a lot of semis run that same type of light. The low beams really aren't bad. I've been out driving it. It's a really good driving light. You can see great. It's what I would consider equivalent to this with like a, what did somebody suggest, like a Sylvania Silver Star, like the super bright ones that they have, or they're supposed to be brighter. That's what I would say that the low beams on this is equivalent to from what I'm used to. I've had some other cars that had this same H4 style beam, but maybe it's this housing, I'm not sure what it is. I just don't like these for driving. It just makes it really hard to see, especially like if you get in rainy conditions, that's almost useless. You might as well not have headlights. These are really great. I tested these on the road. I adjusted them. I mean, it's just visibility is great. They're awesome. And the HIDs, I've had those for a couple of years now, and I love them. They're great for a bright driving light, and I got them because I lived in a state with a lot of deer, and driving at night or cruising on the highway, I really wanted to be able to see. So these are great, but that particular housing is not meant for like it would be better for a low beam. Like if you use this HID, this specific one, it's very bright. I get flash all the time. I mean, it's not, that's why I only use it as my brights. But they all have their ups and downs, right? So these ones draw a lot of current, and on older cars, it goes usually through the switch. These LEDs have a ballast. Internally, everything's all regulated within them, so the current that they draw is a lot less, so it saves the electrical components. And then these are run off of a relay, so it gets battery power directly to the lights, so all you're doing is turning a relay on with the headlight switch. So that's why I like these a lot better as far as function goes. I don't really like the look of this either. I like LEDs, so this is the route that I'm gonna go. But let me know your opinion. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Obviously the light output's different, but you know, which one would you choose in your car? Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. We'll see you later.